Hi, Northlake family, Pastor Jeff here, and about ready to call to worship a beautiful celebration of life for one of our North Lakers. But before I do, I just wanted to spend a moment with you about the recent session decision concerning our Sunday morning worship schedule. Maybe you've read it already in the newsletter or heard otherwise, but after many hours of deliberation, session spent a lot of time reading through the data, the surveys of March and July, talking with people, listening to each other and listening to God. And the session last Tuesday, it was July 31st, at that special meeting, voted to retain two services. And the two services will occur at 9:30 and 11. 9:30 will be the contemporary service. 11 o'clock will be the traditional service. Notice that's a little bit of a change from what we were experimenting with over the summer. 9:30 instead of 9. Of course, previously we already had the contemporary at 9:30. So that's familiar, and the 11 o'clock is very close to what it had been at 11:15. But part of the learning of the summer included the fact that we had more interchange, more interaction between the congregations, more fellowship when the time was a half an hour rather than longer between the two. And still that's sufficient for the parking lot transition, etc. Session really felt strongly that the two services was the best way as a foundation for North Lake's future. In part because when we gathered the two congregations of 8:15 and 11:15 in the sanctuary, when we bring those together, the level of attendance, the energy, the vitality of that service is much more dynamic, much more magnetic, hopefully even more attractive to new persons who come and try our worship in the sanctuary. Of course, we've also then concentrated our resources, our choir, our volunteers, staffing, all the resources are being concentrated, and we're making a better use of our sanctuary capacity when we do that. So we think it's a good solution for North Lake going forward. We also are very much aware that we have asked the 8:15 congregation to do something very different. So now let me speak to you directly if you're listening to this, watching this, and you've been a part of 8:15. We are really grateful because well more than a majority of you, we're talking now about 75% of you, have transitioned from the 8:15 to one of the other two services. And in some cases, you've even told us you like that better. You've been very enthusiastic, many of you, about the traditional service that's larger and later in the morning. And I've been impressed with the number of you who have migrated to the contemporary service. And still some of you said you would be with us online. I want you to know the session has listened very carefully and prayed hard about this decision, and especially for you at 8:15, because we realize we've asked you to make the biggest leap. Not because we wanted to be unfair, not because we wanted to put it all on one service, but as we looked at many different combinations for Sunday morning, we felt that that was the one that would work best for North Lake going forward. There are many people who love getting up early. I'm one of them. I would be with you. But we also have scores of people who have difficulty getting here before 11 o'clock for worship. It would be very, very hard for them to do it earlier. So we look at the 9:30 and 11 as a great way to build for the future of North Lake. And we hope, even if you've been at 8:15 and haven't yet made a decision, we hope that your love for the Lord through North Lake is so strong you still want to be a part of it. And if not, we understand. But that's our prayer and our hope going forward, that we will continue to be serving the Lord and growing in the ways that we love each other and love the community in the name of Jesus Christ. Quick personal word. We are well into August now, and I just want to say to you, I am grateful for all the staff we have here at North Lake, and they've been scurrying around handling many things, and I'm gonna leave them for a couple of weeks here as I've been waiting for staff members to get back and in place, and now I'm going to use several weeks together in vacation during August. I mentioned it in the newsletter. Bobby and I will be up with our daughter and her family in Minnesota, and we have a family wedding up in Pennsylvania. In between, we're going to be doing a week of study leave. I've got work to do toward Advent, toward the devotional series that we do, and begin to work and think about the messages for December. So all of that is to say, I'll be away for several weeks and back with you at the beginning of September. And the beginning schedule for the new service will take place the Sunday after Labor Day. So that's September 8th of 2025. The Sunday after Labor Day is when we'll start our new schedule. When was it? Oh yeah, that was 9:30 contemporary, 11 o'clock traditional. See you there. In the meantime, God bless you.